My name is Breda and I'm the volunteer coordinator for Dementia Friendly Dunblane and for the Braeport Memory Cafe.
So I'm Rachel. I've been volunteering with the cafe for almost since it started, so about 1.5 years, 2 years, something like that.
So my name is Claire Watt and my role within the Memory Cafe is that I go to the local primary school and collect children and bring them across to interact with the members of the cafe.
I'm May Wright. I'm the oldest volunteer in the Memory Cafe and in Dementia Friendly Dunblane.
My name is Paul Nelson. I'm 64 years old and I'm retired.
I'm Billy from the Braeport Memory Cafe.
Hello, my name's Jeffrey. I got involved in the Memory Cafe when it started, really.
Hello, I'm Nanette and I've been volunteering at the Dunblane Memory Cafe for almost 2 years now.
Initially recruited 23 volunteers, we now have 26 volunteers.
I first started volunteering because I just moved to Dunblane and I wanted to get involved in something within the community, and I've got a background of working as a clinical psychologist with older adults, and I wanted to do some voluntary work in that kind of group.
I cared for my husband who had vascular dementia when there was really little or no care available. And we didn't have a memory cafe or anything like that. And I know the difference that this has made to all those nowadays who need the help. My experience with my husband was what inspired me, really. I wanted to help others who had been in my position.
I can't begin to tell you how it's changed my life and what it means to me to be a volunteer. I was retired for about 1 year, and after working all my life I was quite isolated. I felt I'd been discarded and I didn't have a place in society anymore, and I wasn't in a good place. At that time also I had a cousin who was diagnosed with dementia, and a very dear friend, and that gave me a little insight into the devastation it can cause to the person and to the wider family. I saw the advert for the Memory Cafe and I thought I'd get involved and find out a bit more about dementia and a bit more input into the community again, get me involved in something.
Play the keyboard. Ready? Hands in the ear, what do we do? Sing. Hey, hey, rock to the music. Again. Hey, hey, rock.
You know, for making the tea, I'm an artist as well, so I've done some mosaic artwork with the visitors, and we made a big sign for the cafe. A lot of the ladies like having their nails done, so I have my regular visitors that like to come and get their nails done.
I'm Adam and I like doing card tricks for the visitors to the Memory Cafe, and I also like showing them stuff with the iPads that we sometimes bring in, so like pottery apps and different art apps.
Go to the local primary school and collect children and bring them across to interact with the members of the cafe, and they play board games with them and chat to them. And I find that incredibly inspiring because the children don't know who is the person with dementia and who is the person who's the carer, so they treat everybody completely equally. And they love to go, they absolutely love to go.
The two things I do, I was a volunteer driver for other voluntary activities as well, and I now do driving, but my main role in the cafe is to bring the therapet along. Uni is our therapet, she's our pet dog, but I bring her along to the cafe and she's much appreciated by volunteers and people with memory issues and the kiddies who come along and everyone.
Initially I volunteered as a driver, but quickly realised that I wanted to have a more proactive role. This involves ensuring everyone feels included and encouraging active participation in the weekly themes that we have.
I play games with people. I call the bingo. I'm Father Christmas. Tell anybody.
It's just been a really good experience to engage with people in the community that I wouldn't necessarily have had the chance to otherwise.
I can empathise with the carers. They have their needs too. All they sometimes need is just somebody to speak to, somebody even to explain just how difficult life is. And I feel I can help them because I have experienced it.
I think before the cafe, a lot of people who were suffering from dementia were dealing with it in isolation, and the cafe has really made a difference to their lives. At the beginning it was just really local people who were coming along, but as time went on and as word spread, we've had people come from much farther afield.
I've really enjoyed doing it because I've formed bonds with the other volunteers and also with a lot of the people who attend, perhaps 4, 5, 6 of the people with memory issues I've got to know really well, and do things outside again in voluntary driving capacity with them.
Going along to the Memory Cafe was just wonderful, meeting all the other volunteers, getting to know them and the people coming into the cafe, and it gave me a sense of renewed purpose and certainly a sense of belonging to the community again.
Within the volunteer workforce, the individuals have gelled and made wonderful friendships out of the Memory Cafe.
Over the months since attending the cafe, I have developed friendships with some of the many people and their carers, and have offered assistance to them out with the hours of the cafe. As I am recently retired, this has given me a new interest and has provided me with the confidence to offer my assistance.
We have a lot of young volunteers and they're just terrific with the older people. In fact, it's one of our young volunteers behind that camera that's doing this video. It's just a wonderful community, and I certainly get much more out of volunteering than I ever give into doing it.
It's a joy to be part of our caring team every week at the Memory Cafe and at other events throughout the week.
One more take! Oh, you candy, shove your granny off the bus. Push, push! Oh, you candy, shove your granny off the bus. Push, push! Oh, you candy, shove your granny. She's a mommy's mommy. You candy, shove your granny off the bus.
Every every week we have a different activity or a different entertainment. We have games, we sing a lot, sometimes we dance a lot.
Shouldn't be saying
I find most inspiring at the cafe is when music is involved, because it's something I didn't know about, was the how music can make people suddenly change from being very passive and uncommunicative to suddenly joining in and smiling and perhaps becoming the person that they already were and that you can't see otherwise. So that's, I think, the thing that I find I enjoy most is when music is involved.
Dementia Cafe, or the Memory Cafe, is a joyous place to be, absolutely joyous. We laugh a lot, there's a lot of talking and a lot of tea drinking and cake eating, and it's just a wonderful place to be.
The schools actually invite us out into their premises and provide the activity. A particular note is the Queen Victoria School in Dunblane, where the children there have hosted a Mad March matinee afternoon. They did a daffodil tea, and at Christmas time they put on a ceilidh show for all elderly people in the community.
The training I have received and the experience I have gained over the past few months has given me a greater appreciation of the needs of the more senior members of our community, and I now more liable to offer assistance if I am aware of someone in need.
We feel that within Dunblane the dementia is being raised as a high-profile public health issue.
Actually, the most inspiring thing about the Memory Cafe is Breda and the work that she does to keep us all motivated and to organise us. She is very inspiring. You do inspire me because you're wonderful.
The impact that this cafe has had in Dunblane community has been quite significant. It has raised awareness of this dreadful disease, but more importantly, it has brought in the people suffering from this disease back into the community and given them a sense of being in the social activity sphere again. It's absolutely wonderful, and I personally, I'm very humbled and privileged to have been a small part of this project.